What up, y'all? It's Wheat. What it do? Welcome back to the Wheat Field, y'all. Welcome to you. If you're new, hey, welcome to you too. This is your girl Lottie here at Tears of Wheat Tarot Show. When you show enough, never know what you're gonna get, beloved. We are bringing a soulful day message. Just a little inspiration, see what the spirits are going to give us. Y'all know what it is. It's your girl Lottie here at Tears of Wheat Tarot Show. When you show enough, never know what you're gonna get. We are a channel messenger, a spiritual reader, onto the Most High God, the Alpha and Omega. They gonna come in and turn the heat up. We gonna get to cooking. When we cooking up, we know a little bit of what? Soulful day, right? Something edifying onto the soul to spiritually strengthen us to bear the yoke that's on these shoulders. And we pray that we overflow. And it goes out to you so that you can be spiritually strengthened too and bear the yoke that's on your shoulders and overflow. We meet in the middle, you know what I mean, with unity and harmony for the sake of peace. I'm getting clarity, right? I'm also picking up, I am feeling grief, like a sense of heaviness for somebody, you know. Um, Maybe this is past grief, you know, something that happened. It could be from childhood up to something recent, but I'm getting something that's kind of like stacking and compounding, like something that feels complex. I'm seeing like CPTSD, and I am not a psychiatrist or nothing, so I can't diagnose, right? And whatever we get from the spirit say, you know, y'all do what y'all will with it, let it sit in your spirit, and you better say on it. Definitely picking up, take control of your thoughts. So got some negative thinking here. We got some affirmations, some mindful messages from the angels. What could be blocking you? Some gems, some angel numbers. So we just gonna run through and see what the spirit has to say. Like, what message will they give us? Yeah. Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self-love. And that's interesting. You see how that just came out? And this card right here actually says self-love. Hey, what up, Wheat? What up, Wheat? Let's get it. Yes, Soulful Sunday. I know we haven't did it in a minute. You feel it? Yeah, I feel it too. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, let's get it, my Wheat. Let's get it. Hey, get it, my Wheat. Let's get it. Oh, yes. Spirit say no when you want to say no, and say yes when you want to say yes. It is an act of self-love. So somebody maybe have a habit of people pleasing, and it could be causing you some heartache, some grief. Maybe you don't want to feel heartache and grief. Maybe you don't want to feel abandoned or left out, or, you know, afraid that, you know, people won't be there for you if you say no to them. So you may have a habit of just saying yes. But I'm definitely getting a call for self-love, right? Definitely getting self-love. When did you transition into a woman? That's interesting. When do you think? I mean, whatever. Holding on is here. Holding on is here. So somebody could definitely have a sentiment of just trying to hold on. You know what I mean? Again, I'm getting a very heavy energy. I'm getting somebody that really needs encouragement. You may have been saying yes too much. You may need to pull back your energy. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. See, it may be giving you some sort of resentment, right? Past trauma is here. So somebody definitely, I'm getting it on multiple layers. It feels very, very complex, like CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, something from the past. And I'm getting a lot of resentment. I'm getting somebody that says yes a lot to requests where they probably should be saying no, and reserving some of their energy, taking care of self. You know, I'm getting a spirit really saying, like, reflect on why is it that's the habit, especially if saying yes so often to other people's requests is kind of draining you, right? I'm really getting it at this time for somebody to start just really paying attention to you. This one. Yes. Yes. This. Okay. Yeah, victory. I came, I saw, and I conquered. Fluorite is here. I'm getting self-love. I'm getting victory. Like, reserving some of your energy will give you more space, time, capacity to do the things that you really care about, to really accomplish some of your own goals, move yourself to the next level. I'm really getting somebody's own yoke is heavy because they are burdened by taking on so many different things for other people. Anything else in here, Spirit say now? Yeah, it's definitely toxic, right? It's like taking on a lot of stuff, and I'm getting pent up anger. And this, I'm picking up somebody that has been doing this for a long time. Like, this isn't a new trait. You know what I mean? Don't fall for tarot deception. Uh, I appreciate you helping the channel to grow by leaving your comments. It helps the algorithm to push your messages out. So thank you so much for your contribution. Regain your focus. We definitely will. Right. Hey, Grand Rising, Miss Angie. It's some look that just really took me off. This is two different comments. Like, and that's one of the reasons why I love y'all. Y'all know I do. Now, you generally try to keep up with the comments, but people just say some weird stuff. It's like, why put yourself in an environment that you don't really want to be in? Like, if this isn't your space, then why even be here? You know what I mean? Like, that's weird to me. So I just have to stop and say that. So we thank the Most High God for bringing us back to center, back to focus for the person that needs this message. Again, self-edification, you know what I mean? Like, so, December portal. It, I'm definitely picking up on the 1222, right? But I'm not for sure of what other ones. 12, 8, 24, I think might be one. Regain your focus. I'm also picking up regaining your focus on you. And see, look, those two comments really distracted me, right? And I stopped and put some energy in it, even if it was a little bit, trying to be mindful of my responses, not to be nasty or condescending or anything like that. But it's like, I don't go to other people, places, spaces just to leave my comment and my sentiment about it, right? If it's not your bag, it's not your bag. Why put your energy in that space? And that's what I'm picking up too. Like, somebody that either comes to you just to put something on you for no reason. And if we say yes, then we're taking in that energy. In this forum, I can't control who comes in to leave comments and say what they want to say. But in our daily lives, we can say no when it's not, something that's so fulfilling. Like, if it doesn't give you joy, if it doesn't make you feel good to give in that capacity, if it's not something that you can, again, I'm getting that emotional connection to, then you probably want to say no and reserve your energy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm back up off of me. You know what I mean? Or just that back up off of me was probably for me, but just pull back your energy. Definitely was getting self love, right? How do you show love to self? And I'm getting one of the ways to show love to self is by saying no, by reserving your energy. Self belief just came out. That's right. That's right. The lead is here. Thank you so much, beloved. It says self belief. I am brave and I choose to be the architect of my life. The angels ask you to claim your power. This will lead you to fulfill your dreams. And that's what we said before we was distracted. Like, pulling back your energy and saying no to the things that feel like it's a burden to you gives you the opportunity to focus on your own goals and what you are trying to accomplish. So that's good. Yeah, it says and create the life and relationships and abundance that you deserve and that you long for. When your self belief is strong and your faith in your abilities is high, you easily hear and follow your intuition. So I'm definitely getting somebody's intuition and higher self is telling them to come away from a potential habit of pleasing others, right? Self-sacrificing to the point where you feel drained. And I'm getting that the root of this may may come from some sort of grief. And I'm getting something all the way back from the past, like childhood, past trauma. I'm getting somebody having some pent up anger, and I'm feeling the word resentment, right? It's definitely toxic. You could be surrounded by a bunch of low vibrational energies, or people who just don't know how to, generate energy for themselves. Like how you take negative energy and turn it into light, right? And fuel yourself. We see a plan and we see anxiety. So get that in there. I inhale peace and I exhale worry. Yeah, definitely picking up inner child wounds. Want this one? Yes, we see a plan is here though. So it says, following a long term plan will help me achieve my life's purpose. And I do feel like somebody is working on that, like taking purposeful actions, is what the spirit is saying, to really be conscious of what you're saying yes to, what you're saying no to, reserving your energy so that you can focus will really put you in position to bring about your purpose. And I'm getting again that purposeful action on a daily, right? As you stay mindful, because we did pull out the mindful messages, as you stay mindful and take actions with purpose. So that means like no more just saying yes to shit that you don't want to do. If you don't, it's got to be a purpose for you doing it. Does it serve your spirit of joy? Does it, you help in that way where it's not begrudgingly like I'm doing this. Are you enabling a person to stay in a bullshit, like they done asked you to help them with the same thing or something over and over and over again, and is your help really helping, is what I'm getting. Is it purposeful, is what they really driving home. To make the most of this moment of inspiration and angel guidance, plan your day so as to reach the maximum efficiency. This is a powerful time for you, and you are capable of achieving a lot. Even without a plan, without a plan, you risk wasting precious time. So they want you to be planful. They want you to regain your focus. They want you to have belief in self, to say no to things that don't serve purpose, right? If it's not serving the higher good, then you might want to say no to it and reserve your energy. And that's a part of practicing self-care. I'm getting victory here at the end. Definitely feeling a challenge with saying no. And maybe even believing that other people will be there to support you if you start saying no. And real shit, people gonna leave when you start saying no, right? You would see who really there for you or what you would do for them. You know what I mean? Who's going to support you and who's only around you because you give to them. Like, and it could be over giving because you don't want to feel the grief of them leaving. I'm getting calm down and self-care. See, self-care. They really focusing on self-care right now. The angels want you to remember that although dedication and hard work is crucial, you also need to pace yourself. Otherwise, you could stretch yourself too thin and burn yourself out. I'm getting these requests from other people is making you stretch yourself too thin. That's why they really saying pull back some of your energy. Think about how many times you say yes when you really want to say no. If your spirit wants to say no, it's okay for you to say no. Anything out of here? Thank you guys so much for tapping in. I appreciate each and every one of you. This one. You want this too? The way forward is open. Yeah, burnout, definitely. The way forward is open. Wow. See, even at work, and it's really hard to say no in professional places, right? You kind of have that concern, that anxiety, which is down here, right? Which one, beloved? This one. Yeah, I'm definitely getting an energy of like almost like frustration and resentment. Frustration and resentment. And I want to say resistance, but it keeps coming out resentment. Somebody has pent up anger, right? And I'm definitely getting anxiety. You know what I mean? Like even like the beloved was just saying, when you're at work and people are asking you to take on extra duties and responsibilities, it's like what is the way for you to be able to say no, right? Because it makes you feel uncomfortable, or it's out of scope, or it's taken away from your true goal in which you're supposed to be accomplishing. How do you do that? And I actually saw some really good videos. It came across my feed on how to professionally say no, like to have a conversation, whether it's with a supervisor, a manager, or a higher up that's assigning you all these extra ad hoc duties, and you feel like you can't say no. Even if it's like peer to peer relationships where, you know what I mean, they want you to help them out with their ish because they done got behind or whatever, and now you struggling. Either way, Spirit say be the real you. Be your authentic self. You are amazing, right? And your greatest power comes from just being who you truly are. If you say no to a person and they get upset and they walk away from you, then you know that they weren't really good for you. They were not there for you just being you. I'm seeing grief and I'm seeing expansiveness, right? And those two are definitely not mutually exclusive. They're not. When you even start saying no so that you can expand your own capacity to do what it is that you need to do for self, to take care of you, to accomplish your goals, your achievements, to work in your purpose, to reach your highest self, people are going to move away from you. And you're going to have a sentiment about that. You're going to feel a kind of way. But I'm getting this a divine abundance is coming in, right? I'm getting is going to make a way, right? You having the opportunity to focus on what's true to you, what is helping you grow, helping you reach your highest self, your goals, your what it is that you are sent here to accomplish to get to this state, right? Everybody is not going to go with you. We had a lesson like that last night. They gave us a message on that. So I'm definitely picking up on that energy. Kind of like the reminder as we are manifesting our highest good, you know, the things that we really want in life. Remember that relationships are going to fall away, right? Especially when you start saying no to people and focus on self and what it is that you're attempting to do to manifest. People are going to say they're going to fall away. See, detachment. That's what they were just saying. People are going to fall away. So we're going to need to have that ability to detach from those relationships. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside with or without fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's when it is often fulfilled, when we let go, right? So you want more meaningful relationships, you know, things when you say yes, it gives you an extreme feeling of joy and purpose in it. You are no longer burdened by saying yes to things that you really don't want to do, right? Taking on all of that extra weight and extra stress, creating anxiety, you know, is diminishing your ability to work to reach your highest self. Yeah, when you start to detach from that mindset, start saying yes to what you want to say yes to, no to what you don't want to do, it'll release some of this pent up anger and resentment, right? You have unresolved feelings from your past, right? And I'm getting past trauma. You need to take time for yourself and heal your past trauma before moving on. So I'm getting this past trauma, this past anger and resentment over the past may have somebody stuck in a cycle or just a behavior, which, you know, maladaptive behavior, need to fix that, adjust it, you know, to say no to the shit you just don't want to do, to get grounded, because this definitely came out upside down. To get grounded, be rooted, be secure, beloved, that, you know, you can let go and everything is going to be okay. And if they fall away, then they weren't meant to stay. They weren't designed to stay. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. And that's what I was getting at, be grounded, right? The ability to live with joy and courage, to know that you're doing things, you're saying yes to what gives you joy, purpose, reaching your highest self, right? And being grounded and rooted in knowing that you letting go is okay. Who's going to be for you is going to be for you. You may go through a period where you feel like it ain't a whole bunch of people around. You know what I mean? But as you continue to grow and do your own work and healing yourself, the right people that you're supposed to, attach to, who will resonate with you, will come into you. You guys will magnetize each other to each other. Again, it's like magnets. Everything is magnetic. Magnetism is the word that I'm saying. I almost said magneto. I almost said magneto. I'm like, but it is like you are a walking magnet. And once you tune yourself, you adjust your polarity, right? Then you will start attracting what you really desire, what it is that you really want. Which one? This one. This. Yeah, see, you attract what you want. Companionship. Thank you. And that's it's work to figure that out, because it takes us figuring out self before we can do this, right? And it doesn't help to put in so much into other people saying yes, 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 so that you don't, experience the grief of, dealing with the past. Worth is here. You definitely are worthy. You have been worthy to belong to love all along. You are love itself. You are love itself, without any need to improve, right? So if you never did anything, you are still worthy of love. But I'm still getting the fact that we are always called to our highest self. Every day we're learning and growing, right? Like we get up today to learn to be better than we was yesterday. We are our only competition. We see surrender. What do you need to let go? Past trauma, past hurt. Non-duality. You are whole, you are complete, right? We, spirit, vessel, earth, Gaia, everything in the cosmos is all made of the same thing. When we get down to like the subatomic particles, that very, very, very minutia, we all come from the same sea of possibilities, potentiality, right? How do we increase our probability so that we can manifest what it is that we really, really want? And that adjustment, the healing, changes your polarity. And you get to attract what it is that you really, really need. What it is that you want. What is your heart's desires. Your purpose, right? It starts to come in. The people to support you start to come in. And it's understanding your worth. Like, you are a pixel, a piece of the Most High God. And thinking about your God essence, right? You don't have to say yes to things that for no reason, for no purpose. Like if it doesn't serve the purpose of joy, if it doesn't like really support a greater good, your soul says no, your spirit says no, your heart says no, and you're saying yes, it's a thing with that. And it creates resentment. And it's based on somebody's past trauma. See, indecision. Right? It creates indecision and discord in the body because your soul is saying no. My heart is saying no. But, or I could be even thinking no, but in my heart, I might have a disposition of grief. So I'm going to say yes from that place. Because for somebody, I don't want them to leave me. I don't want them to abandon me. I don't want them to be angry at me. I don't want them to be upset. I want to please them even when I don't please self. And Spirit said that's a backwards, kind of behavioral system. You might want to think about unlearning that and going forward. I'm getting somebody being tied up. I'm seeing the Eight of Swords as they are wrapping, like you're being wrapped up in something. And to unlearn that, like it will free you. It will liberate you to do what it is that you need to do. Fear of cheating is here. Not everyone cheats. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. So I don't know who that's for. Somebody may have, a fear that their partner will leave them. You know what I mean? If they don't say yes or give in to their every whim and every demand. You know what I mean? Like, they may step out, be disloyal in some sort of way. Yeah. See, somebody is very needy, right? Very needy. And it could be a partner. And you could have, pick this person up based on, past trauma. You know, somebody that really needs you. It gives a sense of security, but it's toxic. It's like a toxic way of attaching, and it's healed through thinking about that past trauma that kind of laid the foundation in the groundwork for that belief system. Rushing is here. This came out as well yesterday. You can't hurry love. The right one is coming in divine timing. This could have been a person, like a relationship that came together very quickly for somebody. Yeah, and we see the procrastinate is here. Don't make someone wait around too long. They may give up on you. That's interesting. Pent up anger, resentment. We see from past trauma. Maybe with a person who is very needy, right? You may be doing a lot for this person because you want them to maintain some sort of sense of loyalty. And this relationship may have come together very quickly for somebody. So take it as it resonates. This may be very specific to a specific person or just a few of you. And then we see procrastination. And I'm hearing Luther Vandross, love don't make me wait. That song. And I don't know if it's you, like your higher self, that's saying like you're procrastinating from doing, the things that make us feel joyful, like, fulfilling your purpose, acting purposeful in the now so that you can reach your ultimate purpose. And the longer that you kind of stay in this space of putting your energy into other people who demand it, and you kind of, giving into their whim out of this past trauma response that's here, you hold off the divine abundance that's here for you. Yeah, because your true self wants to express itself, being the real you, right? Your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. And I'm getting this relationship based on this trauma response and how somebody's operating in it. Like the programming that's operating in this relationship is stopping you from being authentic, from experiencing your true joy, from focusing your energy, accomplishing your goals. It's causing a delay in you reaching your divine abundance. For somebody, it's what's blocking you, right? You could change the dynamics of how you operate in your relationship without giving up the relationship, but there is a risk that the person may leave because they're not getting what they want. If they're not getting what they want and they can't have it their way, like Burger King, you know what I mean, then they might decide to go pursue somebody else. Or they may also shift, right? They may begin to grow and address whatever, attachment style that they have. Why are they being so needy? Not talking. You're not communicating your needs clearly. You need to discuss how you feel. Be real. I'm taking on too much shit that, I'm saying yes to things that I really want to say no to. Yeah, incomplete. See, and I'm getting a feeling that somebody may not really understand that they're whole, but going through this and understanding your worth, you will get it. You will know that there's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on your own. And that's what we said only. Said only. I see this card. It says sex only. But I'm getting that's what we said earlier, right? Understanding your true worth, that you're a whole, that you're a complete, and there's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. You change your own polarity and you magnetize yourself. Then you and another person with that same understanding, that same resonance will attract each other, right? Those two will come together and it will happen. But if you are in this place of feeling incomplete because of past trauma and traumatic responses, like a belief system that was built up around this, it's definitely going to lay the foundation, right? It will. But the thing about it is when you surrender to your divinity. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to your inner divine, your soul. You become fluent at doing both, right? Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the universe. Like, and this is a form of control. If I give and I give and I give and I say yes, then this person won't leave. I'm fulfilling their need to keep them with me or allow myself to feel needed. It's a traumatic response that, again, I'm getting complex post traumatic stress disorder. They gave me CPTSD right at the beginning, and how that could represent in our lives, and affect our decision making, how we formulate relationships, and how does it really keep us away from what we really want at the end of the day, right? That feeling of wholeness, of completeness. I'm worthy. I am love itself. And when I realize that, I understand that, I come into alignment with that, my decisions will match that. And yeah, people who are no longer good for me, or who were never good for me, only to show me, right? How I'm responding, how I'm reacting, what's blocking me, they serve their purpose, and so then they fall away. And we have to be okay with the detachment, with releasing it, surrendering and detaching. Now, again, you take what resonates and works for you, right? Because you have to make the decisions for your own journey, because everybody is on their own journey for their own liberation, right? I'm getting liberation. I'm seeing acceptance. I'm seeing you are limitless. You may need to invite some help in, like from your highest self, from your spirit team, to help you get into this state of self love and faith, right? And I'm seeing a lot of red, which is root chakra. I see outrageous openness and receiving. I'm getting you being open, right, to just a whole new mindset, a whole new way of doing things, accepting, different potentialities and possibilities, you know. Accepting the fact that, yeah, this person may leave. Once I free myself from, these traumatic responses of saying yes when I really want to say no, I open up capacity for me to work on, my purpose, to live purposefully, right? And see where that takes me in this divine abundance, being my authentic, real self. You know, you will see who for you and who not. That's for fuck sure. It'll reveal who's for you and who's not. And one thing, a lot of, people who just want to get something from you, when you stop giving, you will really see, the truth. When you start giving to self and you start bettering you, you start healing you, you really see what these people, what they really wanted from you. See, that's that energy. Everybody leaves. Want this one too. And it keeps somebody staying stuck. But I'm getting you seeing your worth and you being like really dedicated to you. You will attract a partner that will commit themselves to you as well. Right? You will require nothing less. I'm getting something. This. Too busy is here. You can use being too busy as an excuse not to date, but you must make time for a partner. That's for somebody. It took a toll on your mental. Yeah, all of this is definitely a huge mental battle. We see lone wolf and not compatible is here. You really don't believe that there's a match for you. So maybe you are in a relationship that's just lustful, and you give a person a lot of what they need, but you may not be getting a lot back. You may be staying stuck in this relationship, going around and around and around, repeating old patterns. Spirit say it's time to try something new. But be wary of falling into a state where like you use busy work to keep you out of the world. Like, you know, you may come into a sense of like you designed to be a loner, or that could be a separate message for somebody else. Because I'm seeing that as well. This one, you want this one too, both of them? Yeah, see, getting crumbs is here. So somebody's definitely not getting. They're giving a lot of energy out, but they're not getting anything back. They're getting breadcrumbs. And this person may actually, you know what I mean, do the thing where it's like, you know, every so once in a while they will, you know, dangle a carrot or give you a little extra love and affection, something that they may have done in the beginning, right, to keep you staying stuck in this relationship. Seeking perfection. Don't fall prey to seeking perfection. Everybody's gonna have their flaws. We are not perfect people, and so nobody else will be either. This one. Hmm. Everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-haves and deal breakers that matter. Envy is here. See, I'm getting, you know, I will seek to undermine your success as a means of elevating my own standard. I'm picking up this I heard standard, but it says standing. So it's something about this person's standards or something. And I'm getting somebody really putting a lot into another person while almost neglecting self. Like, you may be only giving yourself breadcrumbs, like the leftovers, when you should be taking care of you first. You know, self preservation is the first law of nature. You can't do nothing for nobody else if you don't take care of you. You know what I mean? And your higher self is calling you to really focus on you, to put that energy into self, right? And if a person cannot understand that you are healing you, that you are focusing on you, and, you know, help to reestablish the balance in the relationship, then it's definitely going to help liberate you, beloved. This one, both of them. Yeah, we see promotion and debt. Promotion is here, and I'm getting envy, and I'm saying debt. So definitely that would be something for somebody to be envious of, right? If they don't really, you know what I mean, have your back like that, and they just want you for what you can give them. If you get a promotion, this person experiences some sort of, you know, financial situation, then it definitely could bring about envy. Your person, and I don't even know if this is just karmatic debt or financial debt. Financial debt. Yeah. Honesty is here. I will be truthful and transparent in all of my interactions, even when it may be difficult. The truth is to say no when you feel like you need to say no. Like when your spirit and your mind is telling you to say no, don't let your emotions drive that, right? Go ahead and be like, okay, I'm gonna stand in my truth, and I'm gonna stand in my strength, and I'm gonna say no to it. I'm definitely getting it's gonna lift you up. And I mean, on Google, YouTube University, they have a whole bunch of videos on to help people learn how to say no, even in professional places. So if this would affect work, you know what I mean, you can have a conversation and say no when you feel overwhelmed. Be a leader. Definitely getting leadership. And that's what I was getting, like, even if you need to say no to a leader, to a boss or something like that, is definitely, you know, ways that you can do that and keep your professionalism. But I'm getting somebody is a born leader. You can truly bring out the best in others by guiding them and inspiring them. And guidance and inspiring, motivating doesn't always just mean saying yes, right? You can say no. Knowing when to say no and knowing when to say yes. This one. Yeah, negative. Definitely getting a negative reaction. Somebody's negative around you. I'm hiding my true intentions and I actually don't care about your well-being. This person, that's what I'm getting. Somebody in this relationship or somebody, you're in a relationship with somebody that does not really care about your well-being. And they're taking your energy, your yeses, you know what I mean? And you're staying stuck. And yeah, chaos. We see destiny. So definitely was getting your divine abundance, your destiny. On the one hand, you can stay stuck in this energy, or you can start to prioritize self. And as you prioritize self, you will come into other people that you could collaborate with, right? How can you work together to achieve shared success? Not somebody just, you're giving to them, yes, 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 and you don't reserve anything for self, right? You don't have the opportunity to work on, your own expansion, your own ascension, because you're giving everything to this person. And I'm getting somebody who is greedy, right? Like very needy energy is down here. I'm pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. This person doesn't have any boundaries. They will continue to take from you until you don't have anything else to give. And the spirit is wanting you to separate that, to heal whatever was in the past that allowed for you to kind of resonate or attach to this type of person. They want you to practice detachment, surrenderance, well, non duality. You are whole, you are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. Maybe you need some readjusting, some healing, some changing, reprogramming, right? Working through that, reprogramming self. Release what doesn't serve you. Think about how you are giving your energy, how you're sowing it, how you're spending it. If your spirit says no, then it's a no, beloved. If your spirit says yes, then it's a yes. Go forward. Let's get these other cards out. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do. I'm so glad that you are here. This is a very self-edifying message as well. A lot of these things I take for self. I've definitely been practicing on that say no when it means no. When my spirit say no, then I say no. See, self-reflect. Thank you so much, Miss Marianne. I appreciate you. Love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention, self-love. See, self-love. Self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. Yes, you need a mental shift towards greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Yes, shifting up. Put your faith in your gut and in your inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Even when you feel like, okay, I'm having resistance in myself, they are asking me for something. I feel like I should say no. My soul says no. My head, like, got, this resentment and anger is coming in. But my heart is telling me to say yes, to give into it. That emotion is a guidance. Like, it gives you the opportunity to reflect. It gives you the opportunity to slow down, yes, and reflect. Why is it that I'm feeling this? And what is it that I really should do? Listen to my soul, listen to my gut. If it tells me to say yes, I'll say yes. If it say no, I'm going to pull back and say no and be comfortable. I can detach from the outcome because I know what I did was in alignment with my highest self. So everything is going to be all right. It's leading you towards your destiny. You have a divine destiny to fulfill. See, it's up to you. 21, 12. And you and this person could mirror each other, right? They could really be reflecting and showing something to you for the sake of you, like not for them. It's so that you can see self and you can heal your past. These complex post-traumatic stressors, right, that may have you acting in a way that's against your highest self. Anything else in here, Spirit say no. See, acting in a way, right, going through these cycles. And I got that being right here, somebody being stuck. Cycles, like around and around and around. Yeah. See, release the need to control because you can't force things. Learn your lessons so that you don't repeat them. Make space for new experiences. Even if this person does leave, because you start to prioritize self and say yes when you want to say yes, say no when you want to say no. Just that little bit can make a person check out, beloved. It could. It could, because they could be with you simply because you give them what they want. But that's not a genuine relationship. It doesn't serve your highest good. It's not, it's less than what you are worth, is what I'm getting. You know, you are love. You are love itself. And you deserve to be loved on the deepest levels. But it starts with self. This. Today I am resourceful. Today I will turn anything into an opportunity. You can turn anything into an opportunity. The resistance that you feel within self when you are managing your own energy, when you are saying yes or no to requests, is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to reflect, to see self, to see where does it come from, what is the root of it, and how do I heal it. Anything else? Today I will breathe. Today, as I face challenges, I will call a mental time out. Today, as I face challenges, I will call a mental time out. I will consciously breathe with my eyes closed and focus. Regaining your focus is down there, right? It says on slowing inhalation and exhalation. And it said that I think on anxiety too. It's the same message. I'm going to see if we can get the card out so I can show y'all. I think the spirit pulled that same advice twice. Yep, it's right here. Yeah. See on anxiety, how it says, I inhale peace and I exhale worry. It says, I will consciously breathe with my eyes closed and focus on slowing my inhalation and my exhalation, right? And I inhale peace and I exhale worry. So definitely want somebody to take the time and slow down. Even when we were reading, I felt like that anxious energy. Like, you know, I don't know why I felt anxious, because I don't feel the need to rush. But I just felt anxious, and they told me to slow down. So definitely getting that. This. So we're going to get a scripture, and then we're going to get a mindful message, and then a message from the universe, and then that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I do. What up, guys? Week, what it do? Welcome back to the weekend. They fill my life with good things. Psalm 103:5. Most High God fills our lives with good things, and that's what they want to do. Fill your life with good things. This divine abundance that's down here. This. And again, like they were telling us last night, you were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundant, not chase it. Learn to be abundant, not chase it, right? You are everything. And that's what I keep getting. Like, somebody really needs to have that energy, that resonance, that frequency that I am everything. I am whole. I am complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. I don't have to overgive from myself to make other people do anything. That's a form of control, and it comes from past trauma. A sense of insecurity, like everybody leaves, and if I don't give and overgive, then they will leave me. I'm getting no. You will change your frequency. You will change your polarity, and the people that are supposed to be with you, you will attract them, and it will be real. They give more grace. God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Definitely getting humble. James 4:6. So definitely give yourself a lot of grace. You are reflecting, you are learning, you are readjusting, you are tuning your programming, reprogramming, and fine-tuning some of the programming, right? So certain things are happening for certain areas of life. And saying no when you really want to say yes is very uncomfortable, right? It is. Having relationships change, the dynamics of them change because you are changing and you are healing. It's uncomfortable. But if we're not uncomfortable, then we don't grow. See? Definitely about relationships. In relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again and again. You deserve better. You deserve better. So I don't know if this person that's extra needy and sucks out all of your energy is very inconsistent in other places, but you could be stuck in a cycle with this person. But that's the thing to look for, right? And this person also looks for you to consistently give to them, right? So if you start giving to self, it will change the dynamic of the relationship. So, you know, think about detachment, I guess at the same time simultaneously, because I was going to say before, that's where it's down here on the spread. But Spirit said, just consider that I don't know, like how to say it. I'm trying not to be like, cause it's the truth of it is when you stop giving to people in that type of way, somebody that's needy and like that takes advantage of your kindness and you're giving and giving and giving, is when you start saying no, they're going to fucking change and relationships are going to end. So you will have a choice to continue down this pathway and you can stay stuck in these cycles, or you can liberate yourself by saying yes to what you want to say yes to and no with what you know you should say no to. When you know you should say no and you do that, people are going to start to get away. They're going to act a fucking way. And some of them, quite frankly, are going to go away. But it's for your highest good that they do. And if you are able to detach and release that relationship and keep on going and heal yourself, you will magnetize the people that are going to be for you. And that's just it. Yeah. You're going to be celebrating something very soon. When you continue to reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been, you continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. Let whatever that thing was inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what you can be. Definitely. All of that week. Every word. So don't sit in the mindset of like trying to hold on to what could have been, what should have been, blah blah blah, woulda, shoulda, coulda. If it was a fifth, we'd all be fucking drunk, right? That's what I'm saying. When you continue to replay it and relive it, that's post traumatic stress disorder. And I'm getting something very complex, right? It's like these things come back and it's constant reminders. And that grief in your heart, that trauma, may be having you act in a way so that those things don't happen, right? But if you are attaching, or for somebody is attaching to people that are just not good for them, they are supposed to hold up a mirror and show you, and they will continue to hurt you until you realize that this is something that you need to let go to make a change. It's not supposed to feel good. It's not. And the change is hard. It is very uncomfortable. But if you do it, you will be celebrating. You will be healing this insecurity. You will know that you are whole, you are complete, and you will attach to magnetize another person that's whole too. They won't be overly needy. They won't be, pulling on your energy reserve like that. They won't make you feel depleted. You won't have a question of whether or not this person is cheating. You wouldn't even think that, like, I got to do something to keep this person loyal to me or none of that stuff. This relationship feels like it has no safety. There's no safety here. And you can't relax and be calm when you don't feel safe. And sometimes a traumatic response from feeling unsafe as a child, you can actually feel very insecure when things do feel safe. Loving space is here. Hold loving space for you, for self, and for others, and nurture. Getting a lot of that same energy. Y'all see how that came out? Definitely picking up something that's kind of like mirroring. I cannot learn other people's lessons for them. They must get there themselves. at their own time. I can simply hold loving space for them as they go through their journey. So hold loving space for them and loving space for self. I apologize if this is triggering for somebody, but Spirit said this is a soulful day, and this is what they wanted to say. Nurture you. It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. You deserve days to yourself to relax. And we were getting that anxiety and calming down and coming to peace. To relax and simply be yourself. I honor how I feel, honoring your feelings, and taking a day to do the things that feels nurturing to you, beloved. What nurtures you? Saying yes to the things that make your soul sing. Definitely getting root chakra, sacral chakra energy. I'm getting throat chakra, speaking. I'm getting intuition, the wisdom of your body. So you definitely need to release some things. Release limiting beliefs, right? And we saw self-belief, believing in self, right? I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns. This pattern, right? It says, in anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and I welcome this shift. I am creating space for a new chapter. You are making room, right? Making room, making room. It says, make space for new experiences. That's what's on this cycle card at the bottom. Y'all see that? Make space. You are making room. You're being called to make room, to release the chaos, right? So that you have more space. Give yourself grace and patience at this time. Hold loving space for you and for others too. It says, I am creating space for a new chapter, this divine abundance, and it's going to be filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. So that abundance is definitely down there. Divine abundance. And as you go through this process, again, magnetizing yourself, right? Changing your polarity. So what you attract changes. This divine abundance is coming in. I'm getting you won't have to chase it. It'll come with ease and grace, beloved. This. Yeah, unlimited. You are unlimited. And that red is giving me root chakra. That's security, safety, knowing that you are secure and that you are safe. I create my reality with the thoughts I think and the things I focus on. And they said regaining your focus, right? I am unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of good and full of love. Yes. Which one? This one? This. Casting spells is here. See. The words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe, I attract more of. That's what we were talking about, right? Um, Contrary to, it's weird because it's popular belief, but then again, when you say it, that's what you do, people tend not to believe, which is very oxymoronic to me, right? Every word that you speak, we end up eating that word, right? If you speak for yourself and against yourself, you eat chaos, right? Because it's mixed signals. You're giving the universe mixed messages. When you stand on something 10 toes down on that thing, you believe it, you say it, you move in that direction, it shall be. It will magnetize itself. It will come in. It will manifest, right? We are spellcasters. We don't spell words for a reason, for no reason. Like, that's why it's called spelling, because we are casting spells. The power of the throat, the power of the tongue. Out of the mouth is life and death, right? What are you speaking over self? What are you speaking over other selves? Whatever you say out, it comes back. It's like a seed sown into your own life, right? So if you tell yourself that I am amazing, I am worthy, I am a fractal, a piece of the Most High God, beloved, within me are the seeds to everything. Like, I have unlimited potentiality. I have every possibility, right? Every probability does exist, right? You put yourself in a place to know that you have everything. You need nothing, right? And that mindset, those words, the universe delivers to you events, everything to support the fact that you need nothing. You need nothing. They don't differentiate like that, right? Your body does not know if you are joking or if you are serious. It doesn't. So, if in this trauma response, in insecure, somebody jokes about self, that's a negative thought against self. If you allow others to throw little shady remarks, you know what I mean, you're receiving that energy. You know, the universe hears it and responds to that. It reinforces that belief system. But if you are casting beautiful spells over you all the time, you are reprogramming your mind, reprogramming your subconscious, your whole world around you will reprogram itself. It will validate exactly what you said. It says, I shift my story from lack to abundance, right? Shifting from lack to abundance, from victim to being empowered, right? From complaint to gratitude. Now, when I speak to others through my words, I am casting beautiful spells, cast beautiful spells all the time. And that's that, it's giving me like the same wheelhouse. It's giving me root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus. And over here, releasing, we see heart chakra energy and we see throat chakra. I'm also picking up a little bit of intuition. But the intuition is not heavy. That purple is not heavy because I'm getting it's so much that needs to be done in the lower three chakras, right? Your root, feeling secure, calm, peaceful. Your sacral, you know, confidence in which you are sensing, right, with your body, sensuality. Like I'm getting your 8 senses, right? I'm picking up solar plexus, transmuting the energy from the past. And even getting into your heart and your throat. What are you feeling and what are you speaking? You should be saying no to some shit, is what they're saying. No to things that are a burden onto you. No to things that don't cause joy. No to things that don't assist in your soul growth. If it's not assisting in your expansion and your soul growth, then you know you might need to reserve that energy for something else. That's what they said. So we got the scripture, we got the mindful message, and you said this one right here, and then that's it. All right, all right, all right. Humility is here, and we see divine flow as well. I'm getting sanctity. This is a good one. It says, through offering, even the most mundane problem can become sacrament, right? And I'm getting energetic clearing your energy. What needs to be released? What needs to for you to let go of? Kali is saying that we need to release something. Liberate yourself. During a crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments. And that detachment card is down here, right? Detach. So she is preparing you to receive her luminous plan, and we saw plan down here already, right? So the plan is to release you from things that are sucking out your energy, the energy that you should be reserving for your own expansion, for your own growth, so that you can reach your highest self. And somebody's being taken through the process. You could be in a relationship that is really showing you the need to heal past traumatic experiences. Again, I'm seeing complex stress disorder, CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And people tend to think that it comes from one event, but it doesn't. It could come from multiple events. You could have had issues with parenthood. You could have been exposed to some things that traumatized you. You could have seen a lot of hardships, whether depending on where you grew up in. Like, think about children who grow up in areas of war. You know what I mean? They could have seen, a lot of, assaults. You could have seen, parents who are stressed because of the environment. And what does that do to the children? They could have seen death. They could have seen a lot of violence, and all of these different things are different events that have us act in certain type of ways. It's not always just no one thing. It's not just base level, right? We're getting reframing. This is happening for me and not to me. So whoever is in this relationship and is mirroring back to them this pain, this trauma, the spirit said it's happening for you, not to you, so that you could see what you need to go in and heal. You didn't always have control, as a child. But as we come into adulthood, we have the ability to take control over our own healing. And when you take control over your healing, your speech, your behavior changes, your mindset changes, those relationships that came to show you something, they will fall away, for they will have served their purpose. Anything else in here? Spirit say no, that's it. Watch for the signs, right? And I'm getting gratitude. The signs is going to be your body and how you feel, right? That's your gut feeling. If your gut says say no, then say no, beloved. When your gut says say yes, say yes. And that's a good way to practice. If you want to say no in the gut and you got intrepidation, like grief about saying no, then stop and think about, why is it that I feel like that? Is it something that you could tell your truth to? Like, say it to self, cast a different spell, changing the narrative, releasing the anxiety and the fear that if I don't do something, then this person is going to leave me. If they have you in a place like that where you don't feel safe and you don't feel secure in a relationship, you don't have the level of confidence, is it really bad if it changes? Question. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. Being a vehicle for your soul, the source of us living. I'm, for some reason, picking up on this cup, right? I'm getting somebody's cup being replenished. Like when you start giving to other things in access, like where it's a burden on you and you are feeling burnt out, you will definitely break the cycle. A big break will come in. Your cup will be full. And I'm getting that as your cup is full, it allows, the right people to come in and drink with you, even what you have to offer onto them, right? Um, and I'm also getting a spirit coming in to refuel you, right? Like you wouldn't do this by yourself, you know, because if relationships are falling apart because they have served their purpose, right, to show you what you need to heal for self, then you're going to get support. It's going to be spiritual support, and then there's also going to be others who will come in and collaborate with you, who will be on this journey as well. So you will never be alone, even though sometimes it might feel like it. Yeah. So they want me to read these two. You have a divine destiny to fulfill. And it's something definitely on your path. You could make a career out of it for some people, but you definitely have a divine destiny to fulfill. And your work will help elevate the consciousness of the planet, right? You elevating your consciousness definitely helps elevate the consciousness of the collective, of the wheat field itself. All of us, right? Because you are a whole universe. You are one verse uni that the Most High God spoke. So you being a whole universe, right? Everything contained within. As you elevate your consciousness and expands, then creation expands. And you are not incomplete, right? You're not. You are whole. You want someone who completes you, but you need to be whole on yourself. I mean, on your own. On yourself. I know. But understanding that you are whole all by yourself. You are a whole person. You are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. May need to do some reprogramming, but you're not broken. You're not. And you are love. You are love itself. Love is an acronym. It is light on voluntary escape. You are here on Gaia in Earth School to learn, right? And to go through this expedition, to travel through this space for the sake of expansion. That's you reaching your highest self. And if you are attached to things that are keeping you from doing that, then they're going to represent themselves to teach you how to release it, to detach, so that you continue on your divine purpose to reach your destiny. Because they said that you're not talking to your higher self, and you probably need to be. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Everybody that came by this space and stuck the message through. They said today is a soulful day. And your soul wants to talk to you. They said y'all haven't talked in a cool little minute. And they got some things to tell you if you decide to just tap in and kick it. Thank you so much again. I love you. I do. I love you just like I love me, because that is my capacity. I love you just like I love the alpha of all things, the omega, the ending of all things. And we end to begin again. It's a cycling on to infinity, right? And they called us all. We are the living, breathing word, that universe, each and every one of us. And you have the ability to go back to the beginning and rewrite things again. To the next now. This was done. Love y'all. Ashe.